This is NTV Property Show. Imagine a bustling metropolis city right in the middle of Butere Sub-County. Oh yes, it's not a dream, it is reality, and in a little while we'll get to tell you all about Mwale Medical and Technology City. So sit tight, but just before that, here is the Property of the Week segment. "300 meters from the main road, right after the Matasia Shopping Centre, is Royman Estate, a gated community consisting of 10 units. Each unit stands on an 8-acre piece of land and is surrounded by a chain link fence and security lights at the front gates. A beautiful pillar stands majestically at the porch, and this can be changed according to the color preference of the buyer. Ceramic floor tiles interlace perfectly from the porch to the front door, leading to the living room. The living room exhibits both style and functionality. TV ports and sockets adorn the walls, with the accent wall catching one's attention in its distinct burnt orange color. Half moonlight sconces complete the picture. To bring in an oriental feel are the U-shaped curved openings, with one leading to the corridors where the rooms are and the other leading to the dining room. A pedestal wash sink and mirror is at the corner of the dining for guests to use before wining and dining. There is an open space between the kitchen and dining room, allowing easy passage of food and beverages. The kitchen wall and floor tiles are in brown, bringing in a distinct difference from the dining room. MDF laminate cabinets and drawers are fitted for all your storage needs. The granite countertop allows for easy cutting while preparing food, while at the corner is the wash sink. A separate door leads to the pantry, which has blockboard shelving, providing one with more space to store kitchen items. A steel gate from the kitchen leads to the backyard. Back inside the house, the first U-shaped curve leads to the guest cloakroom at the corner, with mixed blue and white wall ceramic tiles that match with those on the floor. Outside the washroom is the wash sink and mirror. Of the two rooms on opposite sides, one is slightly bigger than the other. However, both are similar in terms of accessories. MDF laminate wardrobes with dressing mirror and ceramic floor tiles. The windows bring in ample natural light to brighten up the room and warm it up as well. One of the rooms is en suite, full with a wash sink and mirror, toilet and bath. Ceramic floor tiles are also exhibited in the master room, which is spacious and comfortable for two. Ample MDF wardrobes have been placed to consider the lady of the house, with enough room for storage. The signature blue and white floor ceramic tiles are in the master bath, blending perfectly to create a cooling feel. Electricity is prepaid, and the development has close proximity to Matasia Shopping Centre. The main gate is manned 24 hours by a security company. Of the 10 units, only 2 are currently available. Each unit is priced at 5.5 million. Accessorizing your home can be fun and inexpensive. Many of you would not think of using rope as decor. Well, we show you how. Not just for sailing fanatics or workouts anymore, ropes have found their way into homes of every style. While it's often considered to be more of a utilitarian necessity than a decorative accent, rope can really shine in any room. Its nautical heritage and rough-hewn texture is perfect for creating a laid-back beach house feel. Over the years, interior designers have found a way to display them in our homes as a piece of art. Well, incorporating a rope into home decor can be for its rustic effect, a nautical sailor's themed home, or just because it's interesting and unique. It is an inexpensive material to buy, and its versatile nature really lends itself to some truly incredible and inspiring DIY projects. If you really love the braided rope look, you could do it on a much larger scale as a doormat or a rug. The result is an incredible modern nautical themed statement piece. Gluing the rope swirls may seem like the easiest option, but if you're looking for longevity, sewing them is a much better idea. If you're tired of your old, boring vases, you can give them some new life by simply wrapping them in rope. It will add a little texture on the piece of decor while giving it a decorative touch. Its rough texture is the perfect juxtaposition to the soft flowers, creating an unexpected harmony. If you're searching for a completely unique look for your curtain rod, try using a rope instead of actual curtain hardware. This one-of-a-kind look would be stunning for any room, but it would certainly be the perfect touch for a nautical or rustic home. This one-of-a-kind look would be stunning for any room, but it would certainly be the perfect touch for a nautical or rustic home. It's also an incredibly easy way to hang curtains and much less expensive than curtain rods as well. Drawer handles can be expensive to replace, so if you want something edgy, fresh and affordable, use rope. You can easily loop the rope through the screw holes and then tie a knot. It'll give your hardware a unique look while still being completely functional. If you want something a bit more exciting than neutral, mix different colors of rope or dye it to get the exact shade you desire. This ropey headboard resembles a large dream catcher, so not only will it look pretty, but it will give you pleasant dreams as well. Give an old lampshade a makeover by covering it in rope. Simply wrap the rope around the shade while gluing it down, and before you know it, you'll have a rustic, modern-looking lampshade. Pair it with a glass or clear lamp base so that the heavy look and texture of the shade does not overpower the lamp. You can even dye the rope if you want to introduce some color, but the neutral and earthy tone of sisal rope will match just about anything. Another fantastic decoration piece is this rope-framed mirror. All you need is some foam board as a base to frame the mirror so that you can glue the rope to that. This concept could also work fabulously with a clock or even a picture frame. To incorporate rope into your home decor on a much smaller scale, have a rope towel holder and mirror to create a seamless look. Incorporate rope into the design of your stairway. Using thick rope as an alternative to railings alongside stairs result in affordable, chic design. Make sure you get the right sized shackles. The rope should just barely fit, though, so that it won't get pulled around and slackened when you place your weight on it. When combined with different materials, natural rope can take on a refined aesthetic or feel casual. So, add interest to your existing decor accessories and furniture using rope to make them stylish and unique. Time now for a quick breather. When we come back, we still have so much more. A metropolis in the heart of Butere Sub-County, a 200 billion shilling project whose construction began in 2014 and is set to be complete in 2020. Now, it's in 3 phases. There's a mega mall with a supermarket. There's more than 90,000 square feet of residential houses, an airport, a hospital, so much more. It kind of seems like a dream, but it is reality happening here in Kenya. We get to talk to the lead investor of Mwale Medical and Technology City, none other than Mr. Julius Mwale. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
This seems like a dream, but it is reality. Tell us about Mwale Medical and Technology City. Where did this all begin?
It's a large medical tourism and technology city. You are built with a 5,000 bed medical complex and a 10,000 worker technology park. And it began in 2014 and it's going to end in 2020.
Why Butere Sub-County? I mean, this is the rural area and the expanse of the city is just amazing. Why did you choose Butere?
Yeah, many of the cities in the world that are built as medical cities or technology cities, they have to be in a serene environment, rural environment. Like in California, you have Silicon Valley, built way from the big city of San Francisco. So this is the ideal location, close to the customers that we are looking for to come in for medical tourism. East Africa region, Uganda, people flying in from Nairobi, and Western Kenya.
What do we have at MMTC? Tell us about.
Yeah, so we have 3 phases of development. The first phase began in 2014 and it ended in 2016. And it has a big mall, a supermarket, a bed and breakfast, and more than 90,000 square feet of residential houses. All that is completed and fully occupied.
And the other phases?
Yeah, the second phase is the big hospital. We started with a 5,000 bed hospital. Yeah, it's going to be opening the first section of that to the public, in July 2017, next month. And we have also 70 kilometers of roads that have opened up and more than 300 solar street lights that have been installed on the street.
What kind of challenges did you face when you began in 2014? It's just a few years ago.
Yeah, we began with a feasibility study in 2007 until 2012. So we wanted to build a medical tourism city and a technology city in the area. So the biggest challenge was, how are we going to come up with infrastructure and then change of use of the land in a rural area which is agricultural and get it to commercial and be able to build the city. But we've been able to work with the community, work with the local leadership, national leadership to get the project underway.
What is the vision behind this? Why a medical and technology city, to be precise?
Kenyans, we have about 180,000 East Africans going to India and South Africa for medical tourism and for treatment. We want to basically, plug that hole and have those Kenyans, come here, or East Africans come here for treatment. It's a big market. There are a lot of, these diseases, especially diseases like cancer, which are basically kind of affecting our country and our region. Yeah, so we're talking of renal, cardio, the dental, all the medical specialties. Yeah, the hospital is going to run that. It's 5,000 beds. It will be seeing 12,000 patients, per day. And it will see local patients through a referral system. And with the referral system, they will be treated for free. But everyone else that comes in will be, treated in a private, capacity. And those will be paying patients that will be visiting the hospital. At the completion of the hospital in 2020, it will have 2,000 doctors and more than 4,000 nurses. And so the public part of the hospital will be giving treatment to the people within the county of Kakamega. Any resident in the county, through a referral system, will be given free treatment. And then for private basis, where people will be paying, people coming in from outside the county of Kakamega.
So because we will be looking at the county of Kakamega, but it will expand to people in other places in Kenya and of course outside Kenya, what kind of doctors are you looking at? Kenyan doctors, Indian doctors? Maybe you can tell us a bit about that. So
we're recruiting a wide range of doctors. So there are international doctors from outside Kenya, and then there are also, local Kenyan doctors. And so we are going to compensate, these doctors very well. Yeah, we'll have more than 4,800 homes, for these doctors and nurses, and we've already started building those homes. And so we expect, local doctors who are the best doctors in their specialties, and also the international doctors who are the best doctors in their specialties to be able to come at the hospital.
Okay, so when you were thinking about the idea of MMTC, beginning with the medical place, was the thinking of the residents after or before?
No, because you're building it in a rural area, so it has to be a city, well-planned city with the residential and, other industrial, parts of the project. So the project has, with the medical city, it's a tourism, has a big golf resort, which is about a 36-hole golf resort, with 1,500 rooms, in the resort for guests, and has an airport, attached to that resort. And then these 4,800 homes for doctors and nurses are all built along the golf course.
How can local investors get to put their money in this? Is it only for the doctors and nurses, or people outside in the public can also come in?
The bigger part of the project, the phase 1 fully funded, phase 2 fully funded, the hospital, and the power plant, fully funded with the airport. But the homes, a third of them, have already been, committed. So another 2/3 are the ones available for any investor that could be able to come in and invest, so that the doctors and nurses can be able to rent it, or any public person can come in and acquire one of those residential homes, as they could do it in any city.
Tell us about the residences that will be here. What kind of residences do we expect? Apartments, townhouses? Maybe you could
there are 25 different, housing plans. From mansions, townhomes, and apartment, buildings. And so anyone can choose from, one of those plans that are available. So apartments are ranging from about 10 million shillings, and the big mansions are going up to 100 million shillings. And those are the ones that have, been left, on the market.
Tell us how this has changed the local community here in Butere and Kakamega as a whole. How has it changed their lives?
The price of land, when we began, was very low. So it's raised multiple times. So the value, the wealth for the people is going really higher. The education system is going, way higher. We are providing, CSR, corporate social responsibilities, for local schools, and we've hired, a lot of people. So there's a lot of hundreds of people that work in the community and for the project every single day, and their incomes, have progressed to middle class. And that is basically changed, the local landscape of the city.
When we look at the tech side of MMTC, what will the tech side have?
So it will be mobile. So Kenya is known for mobile technology, and then of course medical technology. So we want big companies in the world that are doing technology, mobile research, and all that to be supported in this technology hub. And the hub will have 10,000 engineers that will be working there to be able to build ideas and grow, help Kenya grow as the center of mobile technology and other technology in the world.
You intend to use cable cars as a means of transport. Tell us about that. We've not seen it happening just yet here.
Yeah, so in phase 3, we're building, the airport, the convention center, and the water park, and those are connected to the doctors' residences and the hospital using a cable car system. The terrain from our feasibility study allows for cable car system. That does not affect the local environment. It is a sustainable metropolis, a sustainable city, and so we want to make sure that we don't disturb the local environment, because it's a hilly area, and so we want to leave it the way it is. And the cheapest way or mode of transportation from the airport to the hospital and from residences to the hospital is the cable car system, which will be completed in the third phase.
And in terms of the local community, how has their response been?
So the response has been good. So local community, they've participated in the project and they continue to participate. So most of them have given land, for the project to build, homes and rental homes, for doctors and nurses and other people that will come into the project.
You mentioned about solar street lighting, and we can see that here at MMTC. Are you looking into lighting up the entire county or the sub-county? What is the outlook for that?
Yeah, so the entire city with 5,000 acres, it's planned for 3,000. Solar street lights. Right now we've done 10% of that. And so we are basically growing to light the entire area. And I think it may extend to other responsibilities when partners come in. If the local government partners with us to be able to basically expand it, we'll do it as a CSR purpose for the local government. We have 3,000 planned for the entire 5,000 acre city. And right now we've done 10% of that. It's already in the streets, has many advantages, to the community. They don't have any problem with theft, the cow theft, cattle theft that used to happen every night. It basically keeps away, a lot of bugs, a lot of insects that, used to affect the people. That one is kept away. So it basically, it improves the value, it makes a 24-hour city, to be a city that can be realized. And our workers in the city work 24 hours, in the construction and, other parts of the project today.
Are there any advantages of choosing to go solar lighting from your end?
Yes, it basically saves on power. It saves on power. This city is built as a sustainable green city. It has a big 144 megawatt, the electric plant. And that plant is going to basically be serving the city besides the solar. So the renewable sources of energy will be doing about 95%. And then the grid system will do about 5%. For the entire city.
When we look at Hamptons Mall, we know it from New York. And so it's coming in as a US-based kind of mall. And then there's Walmart. Is there a way that the Kenyan culture is still preserved even as we look at these American-based organizations?
Yeah. So the Hamptons Mall, the name is from the US, but it's local. Also the supermarket Walmart, it's a local supermarket and welcomes, the farmers, the local people. They bring their produce. They have a set market for them to be able to constantly, bring products into the supermarket and, continue, getting the income as they live on that. So this is built as a sustainable fitting into the local community, uplifting the standard of the community from where it is now. It keeps the culture intact, but changes the living standards of the people involved in it.
What about the 144 megawatt plant? Tell us about that. It is set to electrify many homes here in Kakamega County. Just quickly tell us.
The 144 megawatts, it's a waste to energy, power plant, meaning that the waste that comes out of the 500-bed medical hospital, the airport, the resort, and also the technology park, that waste will be collected, and then, be able to be gasified. It will be taken to the power plant and then, heated to produce gas that will produce electricity that will be used in the city, and then the rest will be, given to the grid so that, the community can be able to use it. The power plant already has most of the investment, in it, and I think there are limited options available for that, for investment. But 90% of the investment for power plant, has already been, actualized.
When many people think about MMTC, they wonder this has never happened in Kenya, but it is happening now. What is your response on that?
We've learned from what has happened with other cities that were coming up in Kenya, the mistakes that happened there. So we invested a lot more in planning. So we did a feasibility study that took 5 years, for hundreds of millions of shillings, before we began the entire process of, constructing the city. And so that's why we've been successful now to complete almost the 2 phases, and now engaging into the last phase. The master plan for the city, provides for 284 kilometers of roads in the 5,000 acre area. And so when we started the project, the county had 2 trunk roads that were already done for the project. And so since then we've opened up more than 70 kilometers of the roads to all weather standards, and we're putting bitumen, asphalt, tarmac on them now at the moment. And so we expect to tarmac most of those roads and then do cabro for all the roads along the 36-hole golf course.
What are your final comments on this city and how expansive it is and just what opportunities it offers for Kenyans?
Yes, so as a 200 billion shilling city, so it has the first phase with the mall, residences and bed and breakfast, complete. And Kenyans can visit today and get anything they want in the mall. There are supermarkets there. They can sleep here. It's a destination. They can also make bookings, for treatment. So beginning with cancer treatment, next month, they can come in and, they can basically, give, do the inquiries, give their contact information, will be contacted when the hospital is up and operational. And then, the Kenyans that can come in and also, get a piece of these homes that are being built, thousands of homes. And, these are homes that are going to be now 100%, green city, that hasn't existed, in the world before. And so by the end of this city, in 2020, it will be the 2nd largest city in Kenya. And so we expect, Kenyans to be looking at this as, the next frontier that brings Kenya into the 2030 development and makes it a first world country.
There have been plans almost such as this here in Kenya, Konza City, Tattoo City, but nothing is happening so far. What is the secret here? Because MMTC, things are moving quickly.
Yeah, so the first one was we began with a feasibility study, and then we invested in that. And then when we came up with the plan, we implemented the plan, and we brought in 4 American companies, and 3 now local companies that are building this project and are running this project. But the main secret behind it is the control of the project, the leadership of the project, who's making decisions, what board is making decisions. So as a lead investor, I have tremendous amount of confidence in all these stakeholders to make decisions that are going to see this project to fruition.
Amazing, vast opportunities offered here at Mwale Medical and Technology City right here in Kenya, with amazing amenities, especially a hospital that will be one of the largest, giving you the best medical facility. If you want to invest, start investing now. Countdown to 2020. Kenya has gone global. Anything is possible as long as you put your mind and heart to it. Well, there's a lot of investments to think about, and that's where we end the show today. Thank you so much for your time and company. Remember to talk to us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, NTV Property Show. See you next Sunday as we continue to bring you more informative topics.